YouTube, live on Facebook. Good morning, crew. Coffee in hand. That's good. Very good. I'll give folks a couple of seconds to chime in here, see how we're going this morning. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I did. Seemed to get a lot done, so that was good. Very, very plus there. But this morning's topic, we need a new word for hypocrisy. Because what is going on in the world these days, it just pales. It just doesn't even begin to describe it. So I've come up with hypocrisy. Just hypocrisy that's beyond the pale. It's not even. It doesn't even do what's happening in the world justice. It just hypocrisy doesn't even begin to explain it. It's just crazy, some of the stuff that's going on now. On both sides of the aisle, it's just nuts. And I hate starting the week off with politics because it's just not. Nobody wants to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Can't we all just get along, kind of thing? But no, apparently we can't. I had a story over the weekend I think maybe it was late last week, but it might have been the weekend that a Hollywood guy reached out to who's doing a documentary, reached out to Ben Shapiro, and was talking with Ben Shapiro about the Second Amendment and gun rights and that kind of thing, and had a nice conversation with him, and explained it to him. The documentarian was not a gun guy, not a Second Amendment guy, and Shapiro was. I think they lived in the same neighborhood or something, and so just invited him over and had a nice about 2-hour conversation with him, and Ben was like, I'm not going to say anything about this because I know you got to work in this town. You're a Hollywood guy, and I get that, and, but just wanted to real good conversation, real civil. Everything went well, and the Hollywood guy put out a tweet, just saying, "Hey, if you follow me and you want to just a real, honest opinion from the other side, you ought to follow Ben. Think about following Ben Shapiro." And oh my gosh, it just blew up in his face. He's everything. He's the worst possible human being who has ever walked the face of the earth, and that seems to be the norm now. You can't just have a different opinion. You're a racist, bigot, homophobe, worthless piece of human debris if you disagree. Facts be damned. Doesn't matter what the reality is. Doesn't matter what it is. It's like this whole guilty before proven guilty with the accusation movement that seems to have taken over. Obviously nobody is in favor of a Harvey Weinstein kind of behavior, but the mere accusation now is enough to have just your entire life blown up. And how many times have we seen this occur and it later be proven to be completely and totally false? I mean, Duke lacrosse team, this woman accused them of a bunch of stuff. The lacrosse team lost their, you got disbanded. The coach lost his job, was destroyed, the players, everything, and totally and completely false. Again, not saying that if you're doing some kind of behavior, if you're, God forbid, sexual misconduct or anything, or rape or anything along those lines is horrific, horrible. But to be accused of it when it didn't happen, and then just the mere accusation causes everything to just completely blow up and be destroyed is insane. And it's just the I was reading this morning. I was reading on dictionary dictionary.com, and the definition of hypocrisy. Now I'm getting pop-ups here. I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I just wanted the dictionary. That's all I wanted. The definition of hypocrisy: a pretense of having a virtuous character, moral or religious beliefs or principles, etc., that one does not really possess. And it's not just hypocrisy; it's just a complete and total. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Facts don't matter, even when they're presented and laid out clearly and obviously. It just doesn't even matter. It doesn't care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what the reality is. Nobody cares what the facts are. It's just, Maxine Waters. It's just impeach 45. Impeach 45. Well, there needs to be some sort of crime, and there's an investigation going on, and they have found nothing to date against the president. Now they've got some process crimes that have occurred. That's always the way these things go. That's how Martha Stewart got arrested and put in jail. She didn't do what they accused her of, but she told one story one time, and then when she came back to testify again, told a little bit different story, a memory lapse kind of thing there, and so they busted her for that and then put her in jail for that. But those are the types of crimes that these special prosecutors dig up when they don't find anything, because they spend millions and millions of dollars and they have to come up with something. So they end up getting a bunch of people in these crimes that occur as a result of the investigation. Not what they're investigating, but something happens as a result of the investigation. So it's just all kinds of weird stuff that goes on there, and it's just crazy what's going on. And I'm just tired of it, man. I'm just so tired of it, because we've got a great opportunity here to grow our economy. We've got record low unemployment. We've got more jobs than people to fill those jobs. Wages aren't going up as quickly as everyone would like, but that's all right. They will. They'll catch up. And we've got lower taxes. We've got had an extreme ease of regulatory burden on business and whatnot. That doesn't. I'm not justifying. I mean, any of Donald Trump's behavior, any of his moral character, any of that. I mean, it's. We've known Donald Trump. He's been on the public stage for decades. I mean, it was not a surprise who Donald Trump was. But you want to trace this back. Want to trace it back to what enabled us to elect a Donald Trump. Well, you can go back to Bill Clinton, and the left screaming throughout his original campaign and his administration. Character doesn't matter. What he does in his private life doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. It doesn't affect his ability to do his job. That's what started this process, and that's what led us to a Donald Trump. Now, again, Trump has been great from a regulatory standpoint, from a tax standpoint, from a business standpoint, from an economic standpoint, Supreme Court justices standpoint, just fantastic. But take the Supreme Court, Kavanaugh, the guy that's been nominated for the Supreme Court. This guy has over 300 opinions that he's ruled on, a cacophony of information about this guy out there. Everybody who knew him and has known him over the years, stand-up guy, constitutional guy, doesn't believe in legislation, from the bench, the bench interprets the law. They don't legislate. They don't make law. Very, very much in that vein. Yet, he's because, and this goes all the way back to Bork, to Judge Bork when he was nominated, and just got torn to pieces, and ultimately never got the nomination. But just a all around stand up guy, and he's getting destroyed. I don't think it'll stick. I hope it won't stick, and I don't think there's enough on the right to stop it, because we've gotten Gorsuch through, so we'll probably get him through as well. And the court was never designed to legislate. The court was designed to interpret. So it's just a crazy, backwards, upside down, black is white, right is wrong kind of world that we're developing here. And the scariest part is what's being taught at the advanced education levels, at the college level, to folks, because these socialists, democratic socialists, have infiltrated the education system to the point where college and university is largely lost to essentially a communist ideology at this point. Good luck espousing conservative beliefs or conservative principles in today's environment. You get this what's her name? The Ocasio Cortez, the lady that just won up in New York, 28 years old, declared democratic socialist, and the Democrat head of the DNC says, this is the face of our party. This is the face of the new Democratic Party. Well, that's not Democrat. That's socialist. That's quite a bit different. And everywhere in the world that's been tried over the years, over the eons, over the decades, it always results in extreme, massive failure in every conceivable time has been tried at every level. The only time that socialism or a type of socialism can work is in a very small, tight-knit community where everybody is really legitimately pulling their weight. It didn't even work for the Pilgrims when they came over here. They very quickly discovered that if they were going to mutually grow and harvest, and everybody was going to get an equal share, that there were going to be some people that didn't do anything and still got food and an equal share, and some people that worked their tails off and just still got an equal share. So it just didn't work, and it's just crazy. If that is because I really believe that the country is still basically a center-right country from an ideological standpoint. And it's going to be a rude awakening. This blue wave that the party leaders on the left keep talking about is not. They're not living in the real world. They're not living in reality. I don't believe that the majority of America wants a socialist economy, wants a socialist country. Because, Margaret Thatcher said best. She said the problem with socialism is eventually you run out of other people's money, and it's free college for Medicare for all. These are principles that will cost trillions of dollars, and will not produce what they want, what they are claiming that it will, and it's just not feasible. So that was kind of my rant. Gosh, I went long today, almost 15 minutes. But anyway, I felt a little rant coming on this morning when I was watching the news and reading over stuff to go for today's show, and I was thinking that hypocrisy just doesn't even begin to explain it. It's hyperocracy, just hypocrisy, to the 10th degree. It's just off the chart crazy. And the best thing that you can do is educate yourself. And the more education you get, the better off you're going to be. And it has almost come down to the point where you really have to self-educate yourself. You have to do your own research. You cannot rely on college and university to give you a well-rounded education anymore. You can barely find anything other than a left-wing socialistic kind of view on campuses. If you dare to espouse a conservative or capitalistic kind of mentality, then you're in deep trouble. So anyway, we got some good things going on this week. Happy Monday, everybody! It's going to be a great week, and we're working diligently on porting over the new website. We've got a new website for the sports equipment thing that we're working on. We've got two or three other websites that are coming along as well that we're building out. Amazon affiliate link sites and review sites, looking very good on those. We kind of got multiple projects going at once, so that's very exciting. So we'll get to it and start banging away at some of that work today, and hopefully within the next week or so, we'll have some great announcements on that side as well. Still have the new mobile home for sale down in Petersburg. If you're interested in that, feel free to hit me up any way you can here. If you want to come live in Petersburg in a nice 2-bedroom, 1-bath mobile home, which we will finance for you, we can do that. But anyway, that's it for today. Have a great week, and we'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. And remember, as always, doesn't matter whether you think you can or you think you can't. You are right. Have a great day, guys.